Alright, so let's talk about the NX again. Yes, in case you haven't seen or heard, or whatever it is, you know, there's two part of this Nintendo investors meeting. There's strategy meeting, which comes first, and then there's another meeting on October 26th. Supposedly that will be the investors meeting, but people are a bit mad because there was nothing shown at the strategy meeting. The strategy meeting. There was nothing shown on it. People were expecting something, in relation to the NX, but there was nothing. And now people are jumping to the conclusion that on October 26th there will be no NX info, and well, that might be the situation because at the strategy meeting, if the NX info was supposed to be unveiled on the 26th, or revealed, whatever it is, they would have, probably given a heads up on this strategy meeting, probably. But they didn't, so it's entirely likely that the Nintendo NX has been delayed. It will not be released on March 2017. My guess is that it'll be released in the upcoming fall or winter of 2017. That's my guess because, well, they want to compete with these new machines that are not new machines, just, the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One thing. Who cares about Xbox One? I mean, it's a bad machine in my opinion. But, yeah, it's looking like the thing was delayed. And, a lot of people were expecting that this thing was going to be released on March 2017. And, well, there was a possibility of it being released on on March 2017. But something, this is my opinion, but I believe something happened in the course of that time period. I believe it may have something to do with the fact that it was, the machine. People are expecting it to be a portable and console thing where you grab the portable and it's a downscaled replica of the game you're playing on the console. Well, I don't think it's that. I think when you unplug it from the console machine, you play some sort of mobile game that is in relation to the console unit that you're playing. Surely you understand what's going on here. And when that rumor or concept finally, leaked out into the general public, people were angry. They were mad because, well, there was a possibility that the portable unit did not play a downscaled version. People were pissed off. And, it's entirely possible that Nintendo took notice of that. The dev kits were already out on the, for the developers, third-party developers, whatever, what have you. And, well, some info was leaked out on how this console unit and how the portable unit worked. And, the mobile version of the game was entirely different from the console version. It was not a downscaled replica, and it leaked through that famous YouTuber. He leaked out that info. Unfortunately, he had to tweet about it and, tell everybody that to take everything with a grain of salt, and that his word wasn't 100%. You understand what I'm saying. But I believe that the NX console was a mobile console thing. You play the full game on the console, and then when you unplug the portable unit, you have a mobile type game that's, it's an addition to the main console game, but it's not a downscaled version. A lot of people didn't like that. And they went absolutely nuts, and, there is a good chance that Nintendo took note of that, and, well, if they probably had to push back the release date because they may or may not change something about the console unit. I mean, they have to be really careful because the Wii U it did horribly. It did horribly in the States and it did horribly in Japan. So they're probably taking all the feedback they can at this point because I don't think they can deal with another bad console, because it'll be pointless for them to actually be in the market. So if they release that thing and people don't like it, they're going to be like, oh gosh, I'm not going to buy a Nintendo machine anymore. And that's what's probably going to happen, That's probably what was going to happen if they released it on March 2017. But there is a chance now that they might change it. I don't know if that's a big enough time frame, winter 2017 or whatever. It's not a big enough time frame to change the console, so it doesn't make sense. My guess is that they're going to go with the whole mobile handheld addition to the console. It won't be the full game on the go. No, it won't, because usually those type of things don't work out. All right, it's what people don't understand. Well, I'll get into that some other video because it'll be too long to explain, but that pretty much covers it. You have to understand that there's a 99% chance that the NX was delayed and you can't do anything about it. They probably would have announced it on the strategy meeting, but they didn't. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here on in. The fans probably feel a bit betrayed because they were expecting it. There still is a possibility that the news will appear on October 26th, so maybe the fans are overreacting just a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And I'm saying interesting a lot because interesting is what it is, and it's going to be funny too. See the reaction that people have to this thing when it finally is revealed, because chances are it isn't what you were expecting. So yeah.